road up ahead, it's shorter than the road behind. If there's something to be said, right now would be a real good time. 'Cause ain't this a funny old life, full of wonder, joy, and pain? Man, we all get worried sometimes, just waiting for someone to say, hello, unraveler, I'm unraveling just like you. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler too. Hello, traveler, I'm a traveler too. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler too.
That's my favorite. I loved it. That was,
Yeah.
I had a little tear over here.
Oh, that's good.
That
That's
was
good
a
for
great
you.
song.
Thank you.
I find it fascinating how I watch a lot of musicians and how they strum the guitar. And I like how you're picking and then occasionally your ring finger, your pinky finger is hitting those highs.
Yeah, right.
Where some guys, they're just holding on to the thing,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
other
yeah.
guys, it's all finger picking.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's all different with everyone, but
Well,
that
it
a
is, yeah,
unique
of
look.
course. Yeah, there's a world of different ways of doing things, obviously. I do this thing. Somebody asked me years ago, what is that? What do you do with your pick? 'Cause I'll strum like that, and then I'll let's check the pick here and my finger.
Cool.
I met one other guy recently that did the same thing. I'm sure other people do that, but it's kind of a different.
I've not
way.
seen
That way
many
you can-
people do
Yeah,
that.
that way you can kind of finger pick and
Right.
have the flat pick available.
Right. When did you start playing guitar?
A few years ago.
Just a couple, huh?
Yeah. I got my first guitar when I was 12, so it
Oh,
was
neat.
back in the 60s.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've been playing around with that.
I've been playing,
guitar.
practicing. Always something to learn.
It's always practice.
Yeah,
So
it is.
Are you on the road quite a bit with?
Yes.
Doing
yes.
shows?
The last few years really bumped up my touring again. Once COVID kind of settled down a little bit, really got back to it. But did quite a bit even during COVID, and a couple different projects we were working on, video project and some different things. But yeah, really touring the country a lot. Been back and forth across from the east to west coast now a few times in the last couple of years. It feels good to be out doing it again, and just kind of revitalized my career. Got a new manager, and she's really doing an incredible job of getting me out in the world again and
Getting seen.
get me on radio and press and all that important stuff.
Yeah. I would think that when that COVID thing happened for a traveling musician, that would be, I mean, that's devastating. That your office got closed down.
Mm-hmm.
That music is
Well,
what
really-
kept this town going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it really devastated a lot
Sure.
of people. I mean, I was fortunate in that we did have some things we kept busy at doing, and I did some shows without an audience, for some venues, sort of like as a benefit for the venues and for me too, and a couple outdoor shows, and we worked on a video project. We've got a bunch of videos in the can of some kind of historic singer-songwriter venues, particularly down in Texas. We were working with Anderson Fair and Old Quarter and Camp Street Cafe, places that have always supported singer-songwriters.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to these venues and did a little concert, really to no audience, but and we videotaped it and interviewed the people who run the venues and kind of shot some local footage, of the
Cool.
like a docu-series, mini
Ah.
docu-series
Right.
on music venues,
Uh-huh.
and the people behind them, but we shot a bunch of that stuff for a while, so that really kept us we focused and we had, you know, we had a purpose.
Yeah, and,
and something to actually do.
As opposed to just,
yeah.
When is this going to end?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
And rebuilding my website. And there were a lot of things that had to be done. I needed some facelift on all my stuff anyway. So
right.
there was a lot we kept busy doing. And as soon as we possibly could, like I said, we got out and did a couple outdoor shows where people were distanced and you know, just whatever we could do, and did some online shows and worked on finishing my record, which was great. We had to, but that had to get postponed for a little bit too, you know.
Sure, yeah.
At least a few months, but it was about 7 months. I was essentially off the road, but like I said, with a few things I still did. So I've fared better than a lot of other musicians out there, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of kept my spirits up that way. And
I had the chance to interview people from all over the world, and I remember I was interviewing a lady, and I forget the name of the town, but she was in Italy, and
oh gosh,
I love
it was, I mean, it was so quiet there. She was out on her balcony, and she's like, usually there's just cars flying by. There's nothing.
I've seen that video.
And the only sound you could hear in the background, she's like, watch this, was sirens.
yeah,
Ambulances flying by.
Boy,
And they couldn't leave their place except for like to walk down to the mailbox. And
yeah.
we had it much different here. I mean,
Oh yeah, we did.
it was
Italy,
total different
they were
world.
particularly devastated too. They were hit so hard. So many older people
Yeah.
died there, and yeah, really strange. And I tour Ireland quite a bit, and since I've started going back, I've been back twice now in the last couple of years, and I really see changes there. You know, in businesses, a lot of businesses. You know, they had some support from the government too. A lot of businesses did, but still, you know, a lot of places just didn't reopen, and yeah, it's had a profound effect on people.
I think some businesses disappeared here in town, but there's always this, call it the slightest shuffle of businesses that move around.
I
Right,
didn't
right.
realize
But
there was a slightest
I know
shuffle.
there's a few that are still like trying to reel it back in, you know, trying to catch up on, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you
Well,
go deep in debt to save your
Right.
livelihood.
Well, and the workforce has been kind of decimated. You're not that many people.
Everyone's hiring around
yeah.
here. There's,
Yeah,
there's
right.
I don't know where all the workers
Please.
went.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is now everybody knows they can work from home or wherever.
Well,
they
there's
are.
that. Yeah, that's been a
There's
big one.
Laptop lifestyle just
Yeah.
launched.
That's
during-
true. That's true.
That's what I love doing. That laptop. I can be anywhere in the world and still work. Right.
Yeah, I
from
can
where
sit
I'm
by the
at.
river with my laptop. It's
Yeah.
like, wow, I'm more efficient. Try and do.
Oh yeah, your office is right there, listening to bubbling water.
So, are you a
What
painter?
better way?
I
Yes,
paint.
yeah,
I
was
paint a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't play any instruments, but I have a lot of instruments in my studio for other people to play because keeps that energy up. And I play the paintbrush.
That's
So,
cool.
Yeah.
I was a painter. I had a painting scholarship to college when I was young, and I gave it up for music. But
I
my
think
mom was a painter. And,
The musical avenue, I think, would be more exciting.
Yes.
well, you can sing for your supper. It's kind of hard to paint for your supper.
Right, right.
I guess you can, but you got to paint fast.
You got to paint real fast. Yeah. I paint very slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, canvas will sit in my studio for a week and a half before I realize that it needs some paint on it.
It has to come to you.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
busy season is hard to paint during, so.
Yeah.
Do you still go paint when you're exhausted?
Yeah, I
and
have
they're
to.
Busy.
Yeah, that's kind of how I get out when, it's a busy downtown area,
Mm.
and my studio's downtown. It's kind of hidden up in a loft, but when it gets over energetic, I disappear up into there. Or when it's like time to go to bed, I don't sleep right away, so I gotta kind of
Unwind.
Yeah, that's a good
paint
time.
myself
Okay,
into
yeah.
being tired.
Yeah. So I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just thinking how you guys were doing all the technical talk, like how you play the guitar, and I'm all up in my fields over here.
She's like, you hit my heart.
Oh,
And I'm
my
like, how do you
heart.
do that?
So this town must get pretty busy during tourist season, huh?
Yeah,
In the summer.
it gets, man, this last weekend, you couldn't really walk down the street. It was pretty busy. And then they have a large, what's it called? Music band show.
Oh
down-
yeah, I saw
down
that
here.
down by the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that whole park is
Auditorium.
just chock full of people.
Yeah.
This last weekend was a Sunfest, which was a bunch of kids.
Paddle fest.
And then there was the bluegrass deal, which was I don't know
I think
how
they
many
play
bands.
music every Thursday night.
And then there's
down
music
there.
every Thursday night, and usually there's
Cool.
some sort of either art event or music event or car show or a lot of
Fib
rafting
Arc's
stuff,
coming.
a
Oh,
whole lot of
a lot of
river
yeah.
stuff.
Fib Arc is. Have you been here for Fib Arc?
No.
You should stay.
Oh,
What is it called again?
Fib Arc.
Fib Arc.
Yes.
stands for First in Boating on the Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
And they have this race, so it's a river race, and it used to start way up and go. I think it was like a 40-mile trek. It was
Oh, wow.
huge, and I think it started in the 60s. I don't know all the facts, but now they have river rodeo, and they have this thing called the hooligan race where guys just kind of piece together any sort of floating thing they can.
Oh, cool.
And there's like a $100 bill hanging over the river, and
How
they
funny.
float under it and try to grab it. Usually
While keeping your boat together.
Yeah,
and
right.
usually they're just drunk as skunks.
Yeah, right.
So there's guys downriver fishing out
Little
there.
falling into the water there.
Oh,
Well, everybody's
funny.
life jackets.
everyone gets wet. Yeah. It's fun, and then they flip bikes. There's they put a bike ramp
That's my
up, and they'll
favorite one.
Oh,
they'll do
wow.
backflips into the river and retrieve
Cool.
the bike out. And
Interesting.
They
it's
have a
pretty
new
wild.
wave down there. They'll probably be doing something with that.
Yeah, surf on it. So
Surf
yeah, you
wave,
should come to town when it's going on. When is that? Another week? 2 weeks?
Is it the 15th? I'm not sure the dates either. It's either mid-June or...
Anymore, it's when I take my vacation from town.
It's a
Yeah.
busy time. You got people everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah, there's musicians
Yeah.
busking all over the
Oh,
streets,
I'm
and
in my-
every venue
I'm
is.
belly dancing with my snake every year during that. So
Yeah, yeah.
you'll
That's
see
cool.
me out there this Fib Arc.
Uh-huh.
So your
Very
show is at
cool.
A Church this Sunday evening.
Yeah, you familiar with that?
Yeah, it's a cool
It
venue.
is a
We
cool
stopped
venue.
in yesterday. Really sweet room. It's really.
Really, it
It's
is.
fun.
Looking forward to playing there.
I haven't been in there since they painted it because it
Oh,
was.
they painted it.
It's now kind of a darker color in there.
Yeah.
More of a
That
intimate
dark-
feeling setting. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was really nice. It's really a nice room. Looking forward to that. Yeah, it's Sunday. What is that? The 4th?
Mm,
4th of June?
yeah.
Oh, you'll be here for Pride.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right there.
Oh, there.
Bottom
Very
left.
cool. There you go. Yeah,
Okay.
A Church, Sunday the 4th. That's right. 7 p.m., I think. 7 to 9.
We're going to have some great
Yeah.
shows in the park over the weekend.
Oh, yeah,
so,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Cool. Maybe we'll see something on Sunday when we come in.
Yeah, for sure. You want to play another one?
Cool. Sure, if you'd like. I mean,
Yeah,
I've
for
got
sure.
a, is it okay if I do a cover song?
Yeah,
What I
yeah.
didn't write?
Yeah.
This is off my new record, too, which you just dropped off here. But this is a song by Hank Williams. Got my Hank hat on, so. I put this on my new record because it's kind of rare for me to record a cover song someone else's. I do occasionally. Because I've written so many songs over the years, I have to keep recording them and going back and relearning them and stuff.
Right.
But I wanted to put a song there in honor of my dad, George. He was a great guy, and he really got me into music. And took me to my first concert when I was 3. He took me to see Ernest Tubb, which is a long time ago. And he loved country music, and I know once in a while I get classified as country, and obviously I'm not, but that element is in what I do, I think. So I wanted to do this little version of Hank's song. Hear that lonesome whippoorwill. He sounds too blue to fly. That midnight train is whining low. I'm so lonesome I could cry. Well, I never seen a night so long when time goes crawling by. The moon just went behind the cloud to hide its face and cry. robin weed when leaves begin to die. Like me, he's lost the will to live. I'm so lonesome I could cry. Oh Lord, I could cry.